This school behind me is abandoned, and I'm gonna go inside. This is Southwest Junior High School in Battle Creek, Michigan. It was built in 1928, and it's abandoned, and it's about to be torn down. So before it is torn down, we're gonna go inside. This school is very unique. It almost has a cathedral type of architecture. It's so cool. I wish we made cool buildings like this still. And it's sad that this one is being torn down. There's actually so many people I don't think we're gonna be able to get in today. Wow, look at that tile. That's so cool on the walls. Even these windows and the wood. I'm gonna wait our turn, but it's cold in here. This is the entryway. You can see all the damage. And these light fixtures are really cool. Well, look in here. Look at all this old stuff. Love that. Love these little light fixtures. Just character. There's character everywhere. Even the staircase has character. Here's the auditorium. Wow. It's just crazy. These light fixtures. Just so cool. See just water and crap. Asbestos probably. You can see it everywhere. I mean, it's trashed. Wait. Now we can go down into the auditorium. Wow, this is cool. All these old chairs.
Not you been here for 6 years. I mean, I've been on 3.
It's hard to see, but wow, this auditorium is just so cool. You can see all the damage, the light fixtures, stickers wrapper. That's funny. Pretty sure someone took that exit sign, so don't be a jerk. We're on the stage right now. You can see this giant projector screen. Just trashed, demolished. Just tattered curtains. But it's just so cool. You can see an old design out there, the orchestra pit. It's just so cool. They don't make auditoriums like this anymore. If you're unfamiliar with New Union, my name's Caleb, and I design and print t-shirts for Battle Creek, about its history, its culture. And the whole goal is to give something for people in Battle Creek to cheer for and to show other people that the city is amazing, it has so much potential, and it's got a cool future. So that's the whole purpose of New Union. Anyways, back to the video. This is in Comic Sans, so it's at least semi-recent. Just so trashed. But you can see just the character in these walls. Here are the lockers. Wildcat Pride. That's cool. Just can imagine the flyers and just cool things that were in here. Some word art. So this is probably from around 2005 when this closed. And you can just see all the character up here. Aquafina machine. This old classroom. Wow. I think this looks like an office or administrative building. Assuming this is where the fire happened. And here. It's just so funny. I feel like this is, ignore that. This is just kind of the classic, iconic classroom that you just see in movies. I just think like Christmas Story, things like that. You can just imagine the memories and things that happened in here. There's '05 on this sheet, so probably all this stuff was from 2005. There's a copy of the Battle Creek Enquirer. Oh, you can see some brickwork in here. That's kind of fun. Some old cinder blocks. A shoe. Just a whole bunch of trashed paperwork and stuff. Assuming this is also where a fire happened. Yeah, look in there. That's definitely where one of the fire happens. You see all this fire damage. Even on the lockers. Yeah, here's more. More fire damage. Wow. This room looks just completely trashed. Yeah, wow. Here's a gym. If you can see any of this.
That's scary. What's happening with face? Oh, Chloe.
Wow. You probably can't see this gym, and I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. All these old radiators. High C, classic. Random closets, and then another gym auditorium. Wow, this one's cool. This one's cool. This basketball hoop's shattered. Wow. Oh, here's a stairwell. That's cool. Honestly, these floors are, the court's in pretty good condition, all things considering. These stands are sweet too. They're kind of risen and stuff. That's really cool. Here's a stairwell, if you can see that. Just all this fire damage. That's really cool. I think we can go upstairs. We're gonna try and find that yet. I'll go back to this. It's just so cool. There's a stairwell. We can't go up there though. But that's cool. Respect and response. Even just this. Just the tiles, the detail. It's probably a little newer, but I still feel like it's really cool. Oh, the lighting in here. Just incredible. Wow. There's a giant boiler. That's cool. Probably a part of the reason why this building's in disrepair. Wow, that little bit of sunlight was just magical. See, I would take that if I could. That's cool, but I'm not going to do it. As tempting as it is, that room was cool. Might be my favorite so far. All the lockers are stripped out of here, though. This room's going to be real dark. Wish I could take some of these stickers off. That'd be sweet. Be cool to have something from here, but obviously not allowed, so we're not going to do it. Even that little American flag pin. Oh, these are joined classrooms. Just this wood floor. I'm tired of carpet being in schools. Even look at this desk, just the character and design that it has. I need to bring that back. Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I like this cat, though. I like those pencil drawings. Those are cool. Give yourself think time. That sounds nice.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Down there.
Right here. That's what's that. He's like, go to science.
See, like that sticker. Don't want that. Ooh, let's go out here. Window classroom. That's sweet. Let's go out here. Wow, this is cool out here. Look at this. Wow. This atrium is so cool. What? I wish they had something like this when I was in middle school. Okay. Gotta be careful. I mean, there's still chemicals in here. Assuming baking soda, but you never know. Got an original power box. I'd take that home too if I was allowed. This is cool too. Assuming for growing things. There's still rocks in there.
There's battery acid in the corner.
Battery acid, yeah. Whoa. This must have been the spot. Yeah, this was the spot. It's everywhere. Ooh, there's VHSs. So you want to be, question mark. Whoa, this is crazy in here. And see just water and who knows what up there. All these books are so cool. Here's that stairway from above.
Well, you remember what this room down here was?
Woo. Bathroom, I'm assuming. Maybe. No, I wouldn't have been a bathroom. I'm gonna tread carefully here. I'm gonna walk out of here.
I was gonna walk through this room.
I tried. It's hard to tell where the floor is.
That's probably better to walk if you're gonna go down this way. If you're gonna turn that way, down that way, then. I was gonna say, down there. Can't get messy. Don't speak out there.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There's a hallway we can't go into, but you can just see the state of it. And people are down there being idiots. All right, I think we're going to call it good. I think we got a good view of everything. I could spend hours in here exploring this kind of abandoned stuff. There's other people that need to get in and see this too. This is a guided tour, so, well, not guided, but it is organized, so doing this legally. We're going to make our way into this food too. Look at all these books. We the People. Ooh, computer applications. I wonder what was in here. For the new millennium. See that graphic? Okay, that's sweet. Wow, all these illustrations. It's fun. Anywho. Whose project do you think this was? Oh, I think it was like a news thing. All these copies of Treasure Island. Oh, all these transparencies. These transparencies are cool. This is the random kind of things I would want to take and just scan and have in a scan library. All right, I got distracted. Let's actually leave. It's hard not to just think about the just countless memories that just exist here, that are lost here. I didn't even go here, but just walking through it all, you know, there's people here who did go here and they remembered things, and this was my, classroom. And that's where I get sad and want to save this and preserve it. And it's sad to see it get torn down. That's a cool sign. But yeah, there are a lot of people here that I can just hear, oh, you remember, man, going to fourth grade class here. And it just makes me sad that all those memories are also being torn down along with this building. That's what makes me sad. All right, let's get out of here. If you're wondering, if you're not familiar with the history, and even I'm not fully familiar, there's people who are more educated than me. Basically, closed down around 2005-ish. Since then, there's been fires, vandalism, I think a couple fires. And finally, those are what's visible. There's probably a ton of things like asbestos, mold. I mean, that's what you get with these old buildings. So it just begs the question, like, why couldn't this building be saved? Why is it getting torn down? And I'm, again, probably not fully educated to know the answer to that, other than what I have seen growing up and living here in Battle Creek. Anytime a building sits empty, bad things are going to happen to it. That's just what it is. It's houses or big schools or buildings. There's going to be mold. There's going to be things falling apart, fires, vandalism. And once that happens, the cost to turn it into something else is too much. And then the cheapest option is to tear it down. So on a couple sides, like, I understand from a business standpoint where you're coming from, that it's just cost too much to try and go in there, clear out all the mold, the damage, and turn it into something that's profitable and that you can usable again. And that's a big feat. It would take a lot of money, a lot of work, but that doesn't mean there shouldn't be a way. And that's where you kind of hope that a government of some kind, whether that's local, state, federal, can kind of come in and take on that burden. Like as a society, there's just things like this where it's not a good investment and you have to be okay with that, and someone needs to take the fall for that. My arm's getting tired. As a society, you can hope that somebody can step in as a collective and just take the fall for this building to preserve just the history, the memories, and just we don't make cool buildings like this anymore. And I think it's important that we preserve the ones that we can. It's just so sad to see, living throughout my life, all the buildings that have been torn down. I was looking at it the other day and it just made me sad. Just anytime that happens, you're tearing down memories and you're tearing down history when you're doing that. I understand you're going to lose money renovating this building. I understand that. It just makes me wish there was a way it could be preserved. And I think today showed why that was important. There was, I think I heard at least 5, probably closer to 600 people that just came here to look at this building and reminisce and remember and appreciate the history. Thank you to the Battle Creek Regional History Museum and everyone, Battle Creek Public Schools, that organized all this. I think it's really cool. I think it's really helpful and important for people to be involved in local history so that we can kind of cherish these things. And I hope that the amount of people here showed the community, the organizations that it needed to show that people care about this, that this is important to people, and hopefully in that process, in some way, it can be saved and turned into, I don't know what, whether it's apartments, homeless shelter, another school, I don't care. I don't care what we have to do or what goes in these buildings. If it preserves them, I don't care. The amount of buildings in the city that I just drive by and just go, I don't care what it is. I don't care if I'll ever go in there, as long as someone goes in there, rehabilitates it, renovates it, and turns it into something useful for the community, even if it's not something I've involved in. This is kind of why I started New Union, is to give something for these people that came here today, and the people who care about Battle Creek and its history, something to cheer the city on about, and show the city and other people that people care about our city. And I think that showed today, and that made me really happy. If I was a millionaire, probably more like a billionaire realistically, I would just go and buy every building in Battle Creek that is falling down, that's at risk of being destroyed and terminated. And then I would pair it up with some sort of entrepreneur that has a business or a passion and just doesn't know how to make it happen, that can't afford rent, that can't afford blank. Just give them a free building, renovate it for them, and just save every single building in Battle Creek. That would be my dream. If I ever become a billionaire for whatever reason, I doubt that's going to happen. That's what I would do. If you want to make me a billionaire so I can start doing that, that would be cool. It's so easy for me to look at buildings and just dream of what they could be, and to see them get torn down is just sad. I think I'll end it there. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.